Anne, a huge creative force in this film. I met her through Skype, actually. We had seen her film Treeless Mountain, suggested by somebody when we were looking for a DP, and we both fell in love with the film and also felt that it was the right kind of cinematic language that we saw for Margarita with the Straw. Sent Anne the script and she read it, and when we came on Skype together, she had read the screenplay, I had seen her film, we came on Skype, we fell in love with each other, we were like, we're on, like we really want to work together.
My name is Anne Misawa, and I'm the current chair at the Academy for Creative Media at Manoa. And I've been with ACM actually since 2004, so since it started. And I teach production, teach cinematography, but also the production courses that go through from the writing all the way to the post-production. So for me, having been at ACM for about 10 years, I think where it's really helped me in terms of my own personal creativity and how I approach projects is that it's really made me very conscious of the craft. I hope that ACM is you know, nurturing personal storytelling. I'm hoping for that for each person. I think that's a big step for any filmmakers, to try and find a way to choose projects that are meaningful. Maybe you're the DP, camera person, or maybe you're the sound person even, or you know, of how do you make it meaningful so that it has resonance and it has like a bigger spiritual meaning, as opposed to just like doing a project for a client.
The decision to choose, like, it was a huge decision as to who you creatively partner with to shoot your film, right? Because the cinematography is going to translate how you want to express your story and how people are going to actually watch this film. And so I watched a lot of work of many DPs from different countries, not just India, but in Europe and other places. And as part of that process, I had been told about Anne and the film Treeless Mountain. So unlike any other film, the moment I watched Treeless Mountain, I knew that I wanted Anne. She captured the soul of those children and the mother-daughter relationship of the children and the mother with her shooting, her style of shooting, which is her strength and her forte for Anne.
I think the thing is that the main cast, especially the lead character of Margarita with the Straw, is the same in India and in New York. And so she's sort of like the thing that ties the creativity, you know, like how we approach the filmmaking is always centered around her emotional journey.
You know, it's really about her experience and her expression. I don't want it to shoot it really wide because it's not about her mobility. It's not about her disability. I want you to forget that she's disabled and draw you into her soul and her journey. And so shooting in that style, that tight style, I felt was the right choice. And that is something Anne is fantastic at.
The close-up that I think ties the whole narrative together, because it's really about her inner journey and her coming into her own. And so where she is just sort of kind of becomes the backdrop. And India symbolizes, you know, her home, because that's where her family is. And then New York becomes something that's a bit more sort of like her own space, because she has to make it her own space. I think it is difficult being a cinematographer, or, you know, here in Hawaii. I think it is difficult. Luckily for me though, it's Hawaii's hometown. I have family here, I grew up here, and so for myself and for my husband, it was a really conscious choice that even though a lot of our professional work pulls us away from the islands, that we really wanted this to be home base.